What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, which you all know is Ace's Place 22, where I'm Ace, and this is my place, and this is Friday, so it means that you are watching one of the greatest. I'm not going to brag and say I am the greatest, even though we know I am, but you're watching one of the greatest YouTube shows here in all of the world, the Ace in the Hole Variety Show. Hell yeah. Now, let me just change. Let's there we go. That's much better. So we've got Mosh Ultra always showing the love here in the comments. Appreciate you guys very much. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Yeah, let's just get right into it. I'm not going to waste any time. Not going to wait for anybody to trickle in. I'm not in any kind of mood to really be friendly. Not saying I'm not going to be friendly. I'm still going to be Ace. Still going to be that smiling face that all of you show up here to see. But I'm a little bit annoyed. I'm always a little bit annoyed, am I not? But that's the fun of the YouTube channel. That's the fun of my channel. It's the variety show for a reason. You're going to get toys. You're going to get happy. You're going to get sad. You're going to get a little bit of frustration. And, you know, once in a while I get a little upset. And I like to come here on my channel and express myself here on the variety show because, hey, why not? I like to be a little bit different than the other toy channels, if you will. I don't want to just be a toy hunter, a toy reviewer, a toy collector, and oh, look at what I got. No, I want to bring everybody a little bit of fun, no matter what the situation. I'm actually just cutting myself an orange, and I'm watching it so I don't cut my fingers off. I've been known to cut my fingers off from time to time. Done it once or twice in my life. That's not true. I've never cut my fingers off. But welcome everybody to the show, Ace's Place, the variety show, the Ace in the Hole variety show. I fucked that up. This is also, viewer discretion is going to be advised. I'm going to be swearing like a motherfucking sailor because I just don't care. I'm going to show myself smoking my bong. I just don't care. I don't get paid for YouTube. I don't care about getting paid for YouTube. I do this shit for me and for you and for FuckTube. Haha! I'm probably going to annoy some of my fellow toy collectors, but they can wean themselves out of the conversation if they know it doesn't pertain to them. Not everything is all sunshine and rainbows in the toy world. Or just in the world in general. And I want to share some of it. No politics, no bullshit like that. No Donald Trump, no Joe Biden's not a thing anymore. But none of that kind of nonsense over here. We'll keep that off the table. We don't need to alienate ourselves that much. But I definitely know my opinions are not like others. My views are definitely askewed. And my vocabulary, well, there you go. My vocabulary is pretty fucking limited to fuck and this. Not in any particular order. You can say fuck this or this fuck. Pertaining on how you use it, it really does get the point across. And that's how we're going to talk tonight. We're going to talk about this fuck and fuck this. So if you're into that, make sure you're fucking smashing this and this fucking. You know what I'm saying, dogs? Hey, look at that. Icy cold, baby. Ice, baby. Official Seafrost in the chat. Smash that like. That's what's up. Thank you very much, brother. If anybody wants to stick around that is around right now, I'll open the chat in like a half hour. And y'all can jump in. I got some stuff I want to talk about, some toys, some movie shit, the usual shit, some shit and shit. This is a spicy episode of the variety show. My daughter's not here. The kid is gone. I just peeled some oranges. I got a lemonade. fuck this. That's what I'm saying. Oh, I gotta clean my bong. I gotta clean my bong. And speaking of spicy, you know what? No, we'll leave that for the. We'll leave that. Ace, put it the fuck down, SA. So, yo, what's up, Baroness? Yeah, shit balls. Ladies and gentlemen, I will be right back. I have to go clean the BONGO. That is bongo. It's Spanish for bong. Pretty sure. I took Spanish like 12 times in the matter of 1 year. Anything that has an O at the end of it, and you say it like, "E bongo." It's Spanish. It's Spanish. That's how I about. So, ladies and gentlemen, get yourself situated. I will be right back. Uh-huh. Yes, tonight's episode is PG-13. Hey, Kaz messaged me and says he can't see the chat. Can you guys see the chat? Obviously, you can see the chat. You're in it. I can't message him right now or it'll kick me off the stream. If anybody has Kaz's number, I'm not particularly sure. Oh, there's Kaz. He's in. He just got here. He just said his kid had his account or something like that. So we're good. I was just trying to make sure everybody was partaking if you wanted to. Like I said, I got to clean it. And you guys get ready because we'll get going here in a minute. Hello? Are we back? Hold the hell on, folks. Let's get right off this screen. I don't even give a shit anymore. What's happening, everybody? Here I am. We're back. My internet connection has been absolutely garbage, and I apologize for that. It's been a long time since it's been like that. But I think we're supposed to be getting a big-ass storm this upcoming weekend. Oh, what am I doing? Oh, where's the camera? I'm eating myself a little orange. So, for all of you people in Georgia, which I know there's a few of you, thanks for the oranges. Because they're mighty goddamn good. So let's go back through and read some of you guys' chats, because I bet they've been all right. He ain't cleaning nothing. He totally had to go drop a deuce. No, I'd have brought it if I had to go poopies. I'd have brought it with me. Well, that'd been good, pretty good content, my Baroness. Joe Prime, what is happening, dude? There's no shout outs this week, but I do want to mention Joe Prime changed his name. He was Transformer Joe. He transitioned to Joe Prime. So there you go. Congratulations on that. And those blockies are fucking awesome, man. They're really cool. I just watched another one of your videos today about them. He's wiping. Be back in a second. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Nope, wiping twice. Once for the bulk and second time for the remainder. I don't wipe. I just let it hang out. Just kidding. That's foul, but I don't really give a shit. Oh, I appreciate that, Kaz, for giving the message out there. And everybody else is having internet issues. Yeah, internet, Massachusetts, getting a foot, watching 1987's Masters Universe movie. We're going to be talking about the Masters of the Universe, stuff like that here. So, what is up, Jurassic Mario, winner of last week's giveaway. So, there you go. Let's flip the camera. Now, for all you children that are out here in the audience, I know there are some youngins that watch this channel and all that good stuff, which is fine. I don't really care. But there is viewer discretion advised. I'm gonna. This is a sparkling lemonade. Ooh. Oh. Oh, it's not. It's not. It was sour, not sweet. It wasn't good. I didn't like the flavor. Ooh, see, look at I cleaned it. Ah, it's Rick and Morty. All right. Ace, bro, you know we have to clown on you when you walk away. It's like falling asleep at a sleepover. You're just asking. No, I love it. I don't mind getting my balls busted at all. But I promise you, if I had to go poopy, I would have brought you guys with me. Because that would be one hell of a little bit of content. Be like, dude, did you see that guy that was pooping on his live stream the other day? He's like, what the fuck is he fucking, is he the fucking Harwood? Fucking, is he totted? He must be totted. So, I don't mind getting my balls busted. I got big old balls. I'm Irish. You can, don't do that to my balls. Don't do that. But, here we go. Look at this. Look at this Rick and Morty bong. It is a little dirty up in the stem. It's hard to clean in there, but it is not bad. Look at that. Ah! Look at that. A little bit of green with a little bit of hi-hee-ha on there. Fumbling through the galaxy, just stumbled into Ace's place. What is happening? You know, Fumbling, I thought of you. I don't know if it wasn't today. It was yesterday. Star Wars wise. Well, a couple of times, I guess, Star Wars wise, but one specific time. And I'll mention that here in a few minutes. But let's go. So, M3, I know you're not watching this because you're a chump. You're a chump with a big long beard. But I'm gonna milk this motherfucker. Later, little Mario. I'm thinking of like a noise he makes. But fun, I was thinking of you. I was looking at Legos the other day, and they had. Oh shit! I'm not gonna remember their names now. From The Mandalorian, it was Timothy Olyphant. I think that's his name. Yeah. Timothy Olyphant's character from Mandalorian, and then I believe it was Cad Bane. They were a little Lego set, and I was like, well, that's fucking cool. Like, I'm sick of seeing Mando and Grogu and all these main characters and shit. I thought it was just kind of cool to see Cad Bane, and you educated me a little bit on those, on that character here and there through conversations, and it just made me Cobb Vanth. I could never remember. I just remember Timothy Olyphant. That sounds Star Wars enough. Olyphant. That sounds like a Star Wars name. But the Cad Bane one, Cad Bane looked cool. Like, they did a really good job on the head mold for a Lego. I thought that was pretty rad. Oh, I think they're still talking about the Masters movie. Also, they did that. Good back then. CGI really wasn't a thing, so it was makeup, models, and camera. And you know what? I know you guys are talking about Masters, but I might as well just... Any of those movies from... Jesus. Anything that predates, like, real CGI taking over movies is phenomenal shit. There was something I was just watching a short earlier where they were talking... I think the movie came out in, like, the 40s. With this, I guess, there's, like, a Cyclops in it. It's almost like the Odyssey, but it's not that movie or that story. And they were using claymation and stop motion at the same time, where they made, like, a little animatronic and they put the clay and stuff around it. And I just thought... they said it took like thousands of still shots, would make up only seconds of the movie, and that would take an entire day to film. And I just was like, that's pure dedication to what you're doing in hopes that it's even going to be seen by people. And then just to throw that kind of stuff away over the years and knowing like that's real history for movies instead of just like, oh, I made this on the computer. Like, people can make stop motion movies, but anybody can make shit with AI now. So I mean, it's really a lost art. So practical effects, anything like that, I'm huge fan of, and I think that's why a lot of us really love the not Stephen King, you dipshit, but why can't I think of his name? John Carpenter. John Carpenter's The Thing, because of the practical effects in that. That movie is just outstanding, right? But anyways, let's get the spicy bullshit out of the way. And I can't... Now, I'm not going to go into great detail of a conversation or of a very specific... I'm just going to go over a generalization of, like, shit that just pisses me off. Specifically, workforce, jobs, stuff like that. Now... I overheard a conversation at my job the other day of well, you know, I didn't even fucking overhear it. They walked by me talking about it. And I was already heated. Now, I go into my job, one of my jobs, I have two. One of my jobs is fairly simple. It's fairly simple. Pick things up, put things down. Mindless work. I don't mind it. At this point in my life, I deserve to do something fucking mindless that just pays what it needs to pay. I don't bitch about it other than I do hate when I go into my job where I only have one thing to do. I've griped, hey, train me on this, so when people call out, I'll jump over here, I'll fill in the blanks, and all jobs are like this. This isn't just mine, but all. It's all a fucking political bullshit blowjob fest. It's like, who did you blow recently so I can fucking put you in a spot of authority? It's like, I don't want the authority. What the fuck are you talking about? The authority. I want the responsibility to help, to contribute, to even possibly show that I have a little bit of a worth and that you're going to fucking pay me some more, because we're going to get into that in a second. It really, really annoys the piss out of me that in every fucking job you go to, every job you've ever had, and it's every one of us, whether you were sitting behind a desk, you were fucking throwing freight in a warehouse, you were a door-to-door salesman, you're a fucking pitch idea person, you're a fucking cartoonist, you're a labelist in a factory, you fucking cap bottles in the store. I don't care what you do. We have all done our share of what we feel we earn more. Now, this is a movie related quote, but there's a movie aficionado named Robert Meyer Burnett, and I really like the guy. And he's always talking about in movies, it's not, oh, how does he say it? Now I'm going to mess it up. It's not, it's what you get, it's not what you, I messed it up. I'm not even going to be able to say it, but it's a good quote. It's a fucking good quote. But, and that's it, too, Kaz. I'm going to emphasize for me specifically, because I don't want to bitch like that. For everybody that is overworked and underpaid, I'm right there with you, dude. I'll stand at the picket fucking line with you and say, this is bullshit. But for me, I don't think I'm overworked. Specifically because I do a limited job, but that's only because they won't offer me more. So I don't go and do more. I work. Oh, you wanna pay me this and do this? I'm only gonna work this and do this. I think it's a fair trade. Until they say, fuck you, get out of here, I'm gonna say, fuck you, you deal with me. Now, I'm not an asshole at my job. I'm not a prick. I'm not anything like that. But I definitely expressed like, hey, I don't really care. Fuck you. Okay. So I can be a bit of a dingus, but I don't go out of my way to be a dingus. I'll give a quick little example. The other day at my job, I had, now, fair be it, I am one of only 2 men that work there. I'm not saying this in a sexist way at all. I just have to emphasize that point. That being said, I unload freight. It just naturally makes sense. I'm not saying it shouldn't or should. It's just, I'm the guy, let me do that. And not even let me do that. That's just what I'm doing. But they have, and I don't want to shit on this because I'm going to come across the wrong way. And this is why I said it in the beginning, advisory warning. I'm going to piss people off because I know a way I'm going to say this is going to be wrong. But you got 3 ladies, 3 girls doing my 1-person job. And it took them 4 hours. 3. You had the one lady who's on weight restrictions doing the freight. You had the girl that was working in grooming get scratched by a dog, so you had her working the freight. You had the one girl who just came back from medical leave, who might have restrictions. I'm not here to say that, working the freight. What does Ace go do? Can you just do that all day for your entire shift? Just go through the store and just put things, align things, block them, pull them forward. What? We don't have a huge store. I'm going to get this done in like 2 hours. Give me the freight. Give me that stuff right there. That's what I do. Now it sounds like a little nitpick. It is. I can confess. It's a little nitpick. But it is a consistent thing. It's consistent. Last week, my fucking manager was an hour and a half late. An hour and a half late? You're the store opener along with me and you're an hour and a half late? But I got in trouble because I don't have any keys. I can't get in. I can't help the people that are there for specific things like customers when the store's open for them. I have my daughter with me. She has to get back to school. My ride is with, there's a whole thing. It's all correlated. But I get in trouble because I sat there till fucking an hour into it, and he showed up a half hour after I left. But I sat there an hour waiting. My daughter's got to get to school, man. Fuck this job. Fuck this job. Fuck you guys. You wouldn't give a shit any other time. So fuck you guys. So I left, and I got spoken to about that. Oh, so you just didn't want to show up for your shift? The fuck you mean? The fuck you mean? Look out on the camera. I was sitting out in that fucking parking lot for an hour. From 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock. Takes me a half hour to get back home. Takes me about half hour, 40 minutes to get my kid ready for school because she didn't have breakfast yet, the whole thing. And then it's going to be another half hour, 40 minutes to get here or to get back to my job. I'm not fucking doing that. I'm not fucking doing that at all. I need the money. Everybody needs the money. I don't have fuck you money. I got some money. I ain't got fuck you money. But I definitely am not fucking around with that. And then yesterday, I am venting now. I'm really getting into it. So then yesterday, my boss, another one of my bosses, one of the fucking Indians, one of the many Indians of the Chiefs, that's what I meant to say, one of the Chiefs. I'm the Indian. I'm the little fucking, hi, how are ya? Hey, how are ya doing? Hi, how are ya? They're the fucking, oh, we have the casino money. Oh, we make all the decisions. Oh, you little peasant. Oh, that's how I feel about it, right? That's how I feel about it. Sorry if I offended anybody. Not my intention. I'm a product of the 90s. Fuck me, right? So my boss comes up to me and she says, hey, you never signed your review. And I'm like, holy shit, about time you came up to me and talked to me about my review. It's only been a fucking year and 3 months. She goes, oh no, silly. It's not review from this, like your yearly review. I'm like, well, what review is it from? Your 3-month review from last year. My 3-month review, you're coming to me and telling me I didn't sign it? You guys are the one that gave it to me. What do you mean? I had to sign something? Why didn't? So it's just annoying little hindrances. Annoying little hindrances, man. And what's up, Rowdy? Rowdy. Super close to that 4,000 mark. Get over there, like, subscribe to her channel. She just put up a pretty cool toy video of like all the new Marvel stuff and shit like that just came out. I just shared it on my channel. Since I don't really do up-to-date, hey, look at this video, this picture of these toys and shit. I just talk about what I got, what's going on, and you guys just are fucking cool, man. Like right now, I got Donkey Kong Country rolling in the background because I'm sick of the same shit, so I'm changing it up. But fuck the jobs. We need them. But tomorrow, I've got an interview at another place. I have over 10 years in experience in working in medical. So it's been, oh my God, it's been 12 years since I've worked in medical. So I'm going to be very rusty, but I'm going to go and apply. I'm going to go apply to a new medical place tomorrow. Fingers crossed. And it pays at least $6 more than where I'm at now. And I'm making, and this is the kicker too, man. They'll pay you a pretty nice amount, but they'll fucking cut your hours down to where it makes no sense. It's like, what am I even working for? I'm just working to fucking literally put food on the table and have gas money to get here. So it's like, and it's like, ah, fuck this mamba jamba. So gonna throw my hat into this other place tomorrow. So that'd be pretty cool if I get that. And it's a little bit closer to my apartment now. And $6 an hour more would be a lot better. and they're offering way more hours. And they offer, on top of the $6 an hour, I don't know what the incentive, but there's 2 incentives. Holy shit, I forgot about the other one. If you have experience, you get paid more, but there's a sign-on bonus for $1,000. $1,000. I've only ever seen a sign-on bonus for $500. So $1,000 fucking bucks to get signed on to a job would be pretty cool. Anyways, we'll talk about that at a later date. Don't want to jinx myself, because I could always fucking jinx myself. Let me read. Yeah. Not enough Indians. Absolutely. Yeah, I didn't get the memo about the TPS reporting. No, I didn't. Appreciate 9 subs. 9 subs away from. She's only 9. Oh, I'm committed. I held up the 6 fingers I had before. She's only 9 subs away, y'all. No, I'm often left in the dark there, Joe. Often left in the dark. Where I like to be. Where I like to be. But, is there anything else that's been pissing me off lately? Let me think about it. Let me get some things off my chest if there have been. I don't really think there has been. I don't let a lot of things bother me in the regard of, like, unless it's, like, straight up, like, oh my God. Like, there's lots of annoyances, lots of things that will get under my skin, but nothing really that has rattled my cage. Nah, you know what? I do have that written down in my notes, but I don't want to dip my toes into that, because I think I'd open up a can of worms that I'm not mentally prepared to talk about yet. So we'll hold on to those ideas, because I'm sure they'll spark up at another point. So that's all it is. So on to the next tidbit. And since this was a spicy, this is still going to be spicy, because I still have controversial comments to make. And you know what? Let's fucking do it. Let's open up the chat. I don't know if anybody wants to join, but I want to throw the link out there, and anybody is welcome to fucking join. Because I do have some controversial comments to make. There that is. If anybody wants to join, they can. And my controversial comments are not to hurt anybody's feelings or anything. I just have things I know. I don't care. Okay, I'm all finished watching the 87 Masters of the Universe movie for the billionth time. Confession. Later on. Stay tuned. Thank you, Rowdy. I haven't thrown anybody's comments up on stage. I apologize. I've been trying to do that. But thank you, Rowdy, for that. I really do appreciate that. I hope it does come through. And I'll keep everybody updated that's interested in that shit. And good vibes sent for the new job. Thank you, Joe. I appreciate that. Let's go. But this spicy episode is brought to you by the spicy sweet chili Doritos party size bag. These, I'm not very clever, so I'm just going to come up with a catchphrase, but these will put a little spice in your life. Hands down. Hands down. Hands down. Hands down. Put them down. Put your hands down, because it's hands down. These are the greatest Doritos in the world. Ever. Period. They do get a bit spicy. They are a bit spicy, and I like them because of that, because they don't hold back. I had a guy short me last week on a job, then offered then difference in effing barbecue, not even good barbecue. Oh, fuck them then, man. I'm actually sitting here eating a kid's lunch-sized bag. Who just said that? Ultra, you wild man, you. That's going up on the fucking board, dude. That's great. Roughshod, what's happening? Team Roughshod, Graybeard, Virgo, cool. What is happening? Oh, you know what? Before I forget, Uh, Graybeard or Virgo, whoever's listening or whoever's running roughshod. I think I sent you something to maybe your old number, but I sent you a little like teaser trailer or snippet or whatever of Jason Momoa as Lobo for Supergirl. DC, we'll get right into that. DC dropped earlier today, like a little 30-second, like little sizzle reel kind of thingy of Jason Momoa coming out of a trailer, being excited to play Lobo. He's got like the Lobo teeth and shit. He's got this big old ass cigar. He looks fucking cool, man. He looks cool as shit. And then it shows just a couple of like, you know, snippets from the film of him as Lobo, and it's just, to me personally, I shared it on my channel. I am so fucking excited for Supergirl just for Lobo, and that's probably the wrong reason to be excited for a movie. I watched all of Supergirl, the CW show. I watched all of those shows. I watched all, like, the whole fucking, what was it, 6 seasons of her show. So I know, like, what are you gonna give me that show didn't, other than Lobo? So to me, you're marketing him to be this, you know, cool moment in the movie or entity. So hell yeah, I'm all in. He looks really fucking cool, man. And I'll always brag about it. I got to meet Jason Momoa back in 2018 at Boston Fan Expo. It was, I think, the month before Aquaman, the first Aquaman came out, and got to meet him in line with him and everything. And he was super radical. Big dude. It blew my mind that he had a bodyguard, because he was bigger than his bodyguard. So, or security, whatever. Maybe that might make him feel a little bit better. But I'm super into that. If Lobo wasn't in Supergirl, no one would give a shit about that movie. All right, fair enough. I predict this will be the best Supergirl movie ever. Now that's probably a fucking fair assessment, seeing how there's only been one Supergirl movie. There was one Supergirl movie adjacent to Christopher Reeve's ones, right? And then the Supergirl show on the CW, which I thought for the CW doing a Supergirl show was pretty decent. There were definitely moments where it was like shit poop. So, but a lot of the CW shows had shit poop moments. I really loved Arrow. Arrow was the best CW show. And you know what? Maybe I'm gonna do a retrospect of the CW, my thoughts of some of those shows here and whatever. But yeah, Supergirl. Now, I have not seen Superman yet. I know a handful of you guys and gals have seen Superman. I'm absolutely going to. I'm going to buy it, but I'm going to wait till it's just cheaper on DVD. That's just me. Is Supergirl in that movie? I'll wait a minute. And again, I'll hold up my sponsors. Oh, you know what? I want to show this real quick, too. So real quick, I still haven't watched that newest Superman. I'm not buying the DVD or getting the streaming service to view it. That's fair, Ultra. Good for you. Stand on ground. And if you're a Star Wars guy, stand on the high ground. We'll get into Star Wars in a second, in a little bit. But, yeah, I don't know if they introduced Supergirl in that movie or not, or if this is just her straight-up first introduction into James Gunn's DCU. I think that's what he's calling it. Spicy sweet chili is an awesome flavor from Doritos. Yo! It's the motherfucking best. It is the best. This is the best. Now, I'm not saying other Doritos are gross. Cool Ranch, I'm looking at you. I think you're gross. And if there's a pickles Dorito, I'll slap you in the face. Get the fuck out of here with your pickle Dorito flavored pickles ass. But the spicy sweet chili, sweet spicy chili, chili, sweet chili, baby, is bomb diggity bomb. This goes so hard. These go so hard. But with Supergirl, I do look forward to seeing that movie because of what Lobo could possibly bring. I don't know what the rating of the movie's going to be because Lobo's kind of a rated R guy. And if Jason Momoa is excited to play this character, then I would imagine he'd want to play this character to the fullest. So we'll fucking see. What is up, David Jones? But back real quick to the negative comments I was making earlier about my job and being pissed off and stuff. So I went to the doctor's a couple of days ago. Minor infection. Here's the update. Minor infection. Had a hangnail. Who would have thought having a hangnail and then you plucking it yourself would get so fucking swollen and infected, and where I had to go to doctors and get antibiotics, and swelling is all minimal. But I shared on my community post that I found Jesus. Outside of the doctor's office was a little tiny rubber Jesus figurine, and he was wearing like a purple sash, and it says Jesus loves you. And I just thought, well, that's fucking appropriate. Going to the doctor's office, Jesus is here to say you're either coming with me or you're going home. Either one, bro. It's peaceful. So the day I was pissed off, and I posted as well, like, oh, I'm sick of people's bullshit. I'm going to I'm all over the place, but I forgot to say something else. But the day I heard my bosses walking by me, I originally meant to say this, was shit happens around that place all the time that shouldn't. And they said as they're walking by, so we're just going to do to them what we bitch about them doing to us. And my one boss going, yup, absolutely. And I'm like, man, fuck this. And that's when I was like, I'm going to bitch about this. That same day, I found this. This was on, I should have a light here, but this was on one of the shelves in my store. And I thought, what the hell, Jesus, you're here again? So I took him. Because this time, I didn't find Jesus at the doctor's. Little Jesus found me at my job. Now, I'm not going down the path of the righteous one. I'm not any of that shit. But I definitely think this is some kind of sign of me to pay attention to shit more and to be a little bit more, I don't know, peaceful when I can. But this is little Jesus right here, little rubbery Jesus, and he's wearing a yellow stash, which is one of my favorite colors. Purple was too, but I didn't want to steal that one. He felt like he had a purpose outside of the doctor's office. This guy had a purpose at my job, and his purpose was to come home with me. So now, no matter what I think, no matter what I say, no matter what I feel, there's always a little Jesus somewhere around me, keeping his eyes on me. So I was like, that's kind of cool, little Jesus. You come home with me. Dude, it's a mini Dogma. Yeah, right. Kevin Smith, he was in my store. He left it. So there's that. Fuck that. Let's talk about other shit. A show that I recently just watched and I thought it was really fucking radical and really awesome was Genndy Tartakovsky. I said it. They're fumbling. I said it without the fear of messing it up. But from the creator, well, I don't know if he created it, but from the individual that brought us Star Wars, The Clone Wars in the early 2000s, one of my absolute personal favorites, Samurai fucking Jack. I'm sure there's other cartoons out there that he's brought us. I think the Powerpuff Girls, maybe. I think he created the Powerpuff Girls. And he's got a new show called Primal. Well, it's not new. I shouldn't say it's new. It's been around for a handful of years at this point. It's new to me. Might be new to you. But Primal. It's awesome. It's in the style of, in the art style of everything he does. And even in the cinematic nature of it, the the limited talking in it. It's all just very story-based animation. And if you've watched anything he's done, then you absolutely know what I'm trying to say. Fumbling does. There he goes. Primal's awesome. He knows. It's I don't want to spoil anything because it's also a show that's kind of hard to spoil. But it's also a show that you definitely have to give some time to because it grabs you. It absolutely grabs you. I've known about it, but I wasn't super like, let me check this out yet. Did he create Dexter too, maybe? Oh my gosh. No way. I don't know if I ever realized that. Wouldn't that be wild? That would be wild if he created Dexter's Laboratory. But it's just a, I want to say back in the day, but it's a prehistoric storytelling of like a caveman and this dinosaur spear and fang literally on adventures similar to Samurai Jack, and they meet new adventures along the way, new adversaries along the way. Yes, there is a plot, there is a main, driving force to the whole thing. It's not just episode by episode is random. There is a complete, story to it. I think season 3 just started or is just starting. Fumbling, you might have to fill in the blank on that one. See, Ultra, yeah, I never went out of my way to watch it either. And then I think with season 3 coming out on Adult Swim or Cartoon Network, whatever the YouTube channel is, they were doing the Primal marathon from season 1 all the way up to current. And I was like, well, I got the day off. I ain't working today. I can walk around with my phone and, watch the shit out of this from here to there and pay attention to what's going on. And I'm glad I did. It's super, really, really awesome. I'll probably wait for season 3 to be over with or to be a full collab thing so I can binge a lot of it, because that's what I'd like to do, especially with shorter shows like this. But it's just something I wanted to put out there. I haven't watched it in a while. I'm not sure when the current season drops. And no play for that. It's I don't know. I don't stay up to date, but I do see it every once in a while when I'm scrolling through YouTube. Either way. And another thing I want to talk about is Star Wars. Straight up Star Wars. Now, I'm not a huge go out of my way Star Wars guy in the aspect of I know everything. I know all the main movies. I've seen all of them. I own all of them. Solo, Rogue One, I've watched. I've gone to theaters to see all of them since I've been alive. So always had toys. I mean, I love Star Wars. I have The Force Unleashed, both of them, the video game, Star Wars for the Super Nintendo, blah 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 blah. But when it comes to new Star Wars, Disney Star Wars, or old books and stuff like that, your boy is out of his depth. He is way out of his depth. I don't know jack and or shit about Star Wars. Now, that's not saying I'm completely dumb. Through Fumbling's channel and through just conversations that we've had here on my channel and others through Star Wars, I've been educated. I've learned. I'm still blind in some aspects, but I've learned. I know what things are. I know how blah, blah, blah. So that being said, I don't know a lot of the backstory on characters like Darth Maul. I know what I've invested my time into, which, spoiler alert, the only thing, and I'm skipping a lot, I understand that. But the only things that I really know about Darth Maul are he was Darth Sidious or Emperor Palpatine's apprentice, got slayed by Obi-Wan Kenobi, was brought back to life, given robotic legs, took over the Red Sun gang or something like that. It's basically like the mafia. He becomes like the big Don type guy. Stays into the shadows kind of bullshit, so that's why you don't see him like ever really returning in the mainstream, storylines and what have you. And again, I know I'm skipping a lot. He finds out that Obi-Wan Kenobi is still alive and decides like, hey, fuck this, stuff. I'm gonna go kill the guy that, fucked me up. And ends up dying to basically old man Obi-Wan on Tatooine. Yada yada yada. Long story short, that is all I really know about Darth Maul. He is revered as one of the coolest characters in all of Star Wars history. I'm not going to dispute that. Ray Park has earned his right to be not only one of the coolest Star Wars characters, but one of the lamest X-Men villain characters in the X-Men movies. For anybody that doesn't know, Ray Park was also Toad in the original X-Men movie, and he was Snake Eyes in the first two G.I. Joe movies. So Ray Park has earned his right in the nerd culture, and I know he was in one of Fumblin's favorite fucking movies, Fanboys, as him. No, I don't think he was himself, but he was a security guard in that movie. So pretty awesome. Ray Park, again, has earned his right to be Darth Maul and to be an absolute badass. But there is I'm fucking long-winding this whole thing. Disney Plus is doing a Star Wars show on Darth Maul, is what I'm getting to. Now, I don't know. I would like to watch this. I'm going to figure out how I can watch it, how I can stream it illegally. But I would really like to watch it because I do like Darth Maul myself. I know he's in the Clone Wars shows and stuff like that. I've never dabbled because there's so much of that, and I'm intimidated. But I do look forward to it. I do wish it was live action because the Solo movie reintroduced Darth Maul at the very end of that, and I would have liked to have seen that carry out and continue on. But it is what it is. But I would like to see the new Darth Maul show. I know Fumbling and Graybeard, they're going to be talking about that later tonight on the Tales from the Outer Rim. So give that a check out later. They'll be able to inform you way more than me. This is just your appetizer for the main course later. And speaking of that, I do want to see. I know there was some comments. Let me go back real quick. I think they had like a marathon of it playing one night. Nothing good was on, so I left it on and watched a few episodes. That was Primal. Shadow of Maul looks awesome. It really does. I hope he's in it a lot since his fucking name is in it. But I think it's going to be one of these shows where they're just marketing him and he's going to be in it here and there. It's going to cover between the end of Clone Wars and Rebels. Okay, so see, I'm unfamiliar with Dave Filoni's Star Wars Rebels. I believe that's pretty much who he is, what he's known for. Head of the Crimson Dawn. Crimson Dawn, what did I say? Red Sun? Come on. You can have your dollar store version, the Red Sun. The Crimson Dawn Syndicate, yeah. Trying to pop in and out. My internet is being dumb. Dude, my internet was being dumb too, Frost. Don't you worry, brother. I appreciate you. Yeah, anything new Star Wars I steer clear of unless it's Mandalorian. Yeah, I watched the first 2 seasons of Mandalorian. I watched all of no, I didn't. I didn't watch all of Obi-Wan Kenobi. I apologize. I watched like maybe 3 or 4 episodes of that. And I think that was it. I don't think I watched anything else. I appreciate what Andor is in giving people hope that Disney knows what they're doing with Star Wars. But I also have to discredit it because I don't give a flying turd about a guy that I know fucking dies in a movie that is going to be way fucking better than the show. I'm sorry. The movie, Rogue One, is top tier Star Wars. It's not my favorite, but it is top echelon Star Wars entertainment. You rarely get better than Rogue One. And Disney knocked it out of the park with that shit. So I don't really give a shit about Andor because, like, yeah, okay, his backstory is all political and stuff, but Rogue One was is where it's at. I saw that the trailer for Darth Maul cartoon and it looked decent. Yeah, it looks pretty good. I wish it wasn't a cartoon. That's just me. I have nothing against it, but I'd rather it be Genndy Tartakovsky's cartoon style, because I do. That's beautiful stuff to me. The Solo movie was so bad that I forgot. I'll die on this hill. I liked it. There's things about it I hated, of course. But I actually liked the movie. When I walked out of the theater, there was really one big bugaboo that I didn't like about it, and I'll leave that for, table talk another time. But I actually thought Solo was fun. I shut my brain off and just told myself, this is a story. It doesn't have to exist. It doesn't have to be Harrison Ford. This can be an Elseworld. And I had fun with it. It's not the best. I won't say it was the best. I never finished all of the first or second season of Andor. Yeah, there you go. I did watch all of that Obi-Wan show. Obi-Wan was pretty fun. I didn't finish all of it because of who I was watching it with. We just, unfortunately, yeah. Anyhow. But that's my Star Wars talk. And I do, before I get into the last topic of discussion, I have been collecting, well, you know what, let me do this. Maybe this might be better. There we go. All right. Hopefully this looks okay. So a few of you people probably have, watched in some of my other videos that I have been collecting these Dick Tracy figures that were made from Playmates back in, the early 90s, might be 1990. I can't remember exactly. There are 14 of them. Right, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, there's 14 of them all together. I have 10 of them. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then there are 4 more, and one of them is just absolutely I will not ever get. Madonna was in this movie, Dick Tracy, and she played a specific character, and that character's figure goes for several hundreds of dollars, and it's something that I'm just not going to invest my time or my money into at all. But these figures are extremely cheap, and I mean like extremely, extremely cheap. If you look in the right spot. When I went to one of my local toy shows a few weeks ago, there were 2 sellers that had a bunch of random toys, and between the 2 of them, I got almost all of these figures. There are a few of them on eBay. I have purchased all of them that I need, so a couple of them are still on their way in the mail, so that'll be exciting when they come. But these are all of the bad guys right here. Not all of them, but these are the bad guys that I have, the crooks, if you will, doing crook-esque things. And then I have the good guys right here, and this is my most recent one. I just picked him up for I think about $9 on eBay. This is Shoulders. You can see his shoulders are pretty big. We've got Shaky Cam, just kidding, there's Dick Tracy, and then we've got Sam Ketchum. So pretty awesome to be able to add another Dick Tracy character to the collection. So I essentially have all of them, minus the really expensive one, and the other 3 are on their way in the mail. So pretty fucking sweet. The last 2, where are we going here? The last 2 Star Wars Disney shows, I watched a few episodes in Ahsoka and didn't bother with that Acolyte Guard. I forgot Ahsoka was a thing. Dinner and pop walk time. I'll catch the rest on replay. All right, hey, Fumbling, thank you very much. I appreciate it. The blank is way too pricey. Fucking-lutely, Fumbling. Way too pricey. Didn't watch Skeleton Crew. I didn't realize there was that many freaking Disney Plus Star Wars shows, man. Holy shit. We'll see you in your show there, Fumbling. Have a good night, brother. Also, didn't watch what Star Wars Visions. I did not know there were that many Star Wars shows. At all. I want to set this camera up if I can. In a different direction, if I can. Let me see. Hold on, folks. We gotta tripod things. Because I really only have one other thing I want to talk about. Right? Yeah, that's about it. Oh, this might work. Hey, look at that. That did work. Look at that. There we go. So, yeah, the very last thing I want to talk about, and I'm sure everybody's been talking about, has been blowing up the internet. You can't fucking avoid it. And that is the new Masters of the Universe trailer for the new movie that comes out in a few months, appropriately named Masters of the Universe. I don't think it has He-Man put in the title. But now I shared a thing. Nobody commented, so I don't know what anybody's thoughts were the other day. I'm trying to set this up because I don't really have much He-Man stuff out at the moment. Well, if I could just leave the boxes in one spot and then fucking just do my own thing here, you know what I mean? You goddamn ball sack. There, just leave it there, you fucking retard. So, yeah, the new Masters of the Universe trailer. I know a lot of you guys here in the comments and in the toy community really are huge Masters of the Universe fanatics and shit like that. And there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing absolutely wrong with He-Man at all. I love He-Man. I got into it. I'm the younger generation, but I got into the Masters of the Universe when it had a resurgence in the early to mid 2000s. I thought it was amazing. I absolutely loved it, and it got me to go back and watch the original shit and have an appreciation for it. Now, I know Ultra said that he's watched the original movie 1 billion times or what have you. I've never seen the original. Now, that's not saying I've not seen clips or parts of the original. I definitely have, but I have never ever watched the original He-Man or Masters of the Universe movie from start to finish with Dolph Lundgren. I would love to, because that's my cup of tea. I love old fucking shit like that, right? But I have been someone that's outwardly been saying, I'm excited for this new He-Man movie. I'm being optimistic, while a lot of you guys have been like, oh, they burned us once before. Absolutely fair, right? Now, my first initial thoughts when I saw pictures was, oof. This might be cool, but to me, it feels off. I don't hate it. It just feels off. Then when I saw the trailer, I was like, oh, this feels awkward. I don't know if the human aspect of it when they're on Earth is supposed to be this goofy, weird. I don't know what the right wording is, but when they show the things for the Masters of the Universe stuff, when they show you Eternia, when they show you Skeletor, when they show you that stuff, I'm all in. I think that looks amazing. I personally don't like Cringer's color. I think he looks a little too yellow and not enough green. That's just nitpicky. That's nitpicky. I do not like the size of the He-Man guy, and yes, from what we've seen, it looks like we see him as, you know, full He-Man with the power of Grayskull and the sword and shit, and he looks very small. Like he did. I want He-Man to be way too fucking big to bend his arms. Like he's huge. I think the quick little snippet of He-Man and Skeletor fighting looks really good. Some of the still shots I've seen of other YouTubers talking about, like, oh, here's shit. I can't remember his name now. The dude that can extend his neck. Extendor? That ain't right. That might be right. I can't remember. I had him as a toy. You can see his face in one of the shots. You can see Trapjaw at one moment. The designs of these characters look really cool. I know there's passion put into this movie, and I don't want to be the guy that's like, fuck that movie. It looks like stupid. I don't think it looks stupid. I just feel like it looks like it's all over the place, and that I've seen it before. TKD Bar mentioned when I was talking to him about it that it looks very Guardians of the Galaxy, and it does. And I don't think that's Masters of the Universe's fault, because that Masters and Flash Gordon, that was very Guardians of the Galaxy before Guardians of the Galaxy came out. I think Guardians and shit like that just kind of polished it up a little bit more. So you get that vibe now when you see things like this that harken back to that. But Mechanic, there you go. Oh, I forgot all about the fucking chat. I'm sorry, y'all. Let me hold on a minute. Never cared for Dick Tracy. Never bought into the hype around that movie. If Madonna was in it, it would have bombed worse. I'll go back to that real quick. I don't think Dick Tracy... all right. I was way too young to be hyped into it at all, by any means. But I had hand-me-down toys of it, and I always thought they were really cool. And I just think the toys are really great. I love the movie, I do, for the nostalgic purpose of its cheese. It's pure gangster cheesiness. And that's all. That's all for me. Rocketeer, I don't know. The movie looks fine. Race swapping Man-at-Arms is BS. The actor is great, but he shouldn't have that role. Have him be Stratos or something. Oh, you know what? I didn't even really think of that. Yeah, having Idris Elba as Man-at-Arms, it does look... I don't know. Huh. This is one of those ones where I don't understand the race swapping for most characters. I really don't, other than just to say, hey, look, this demographic is now in this, you know, property. Like, whoop-de-fucking do. So for that purpose, I don't like it. Just to say you have a person of minority skin color or whatever, I don't give a fuck. There's other characters at that you know, yeah. Point taken. I don't like his design. In that shot where they show him and a couple of other characters, they all look tiny. And you know, that's one of the biggest reasons they've never made a Gears of War movie, is because those characters have to be huge and bulky. That's just the way the characters are in the game. And you can't do that live action, right? And they're just so fucking tiny. That's all I gotta say about that. Him being Stratos would have been cool. Stratos is awesome. Hell, have him be Clamp Champ. Maybe then those figures would... That's funny. They also apparently race swap Triclops as well. Completely unnecessary. Oh, I love Triclops. He's one of my absolute favorites. The robot is Roboto and looks nothing like him. And apparently, yes. I was about to say that. Roboto is actually played by Kirsten Wiig. Which, right there... Are you kidding me? I don't like that. I don't think having a Saturday Night Live cast member as a badass robot, male robot, or whatever. I know that comes across as sexist again, but whatever. That was my problem. Nope, I'm not getting into it. We're not getting into that, Ace. We're not getting into that. I don't understand it, but I digress. I think the movie looks fine. I don't think it looks bad. I don't think it's going to flop. There's a lot of positive reviews going around with the trailer. A lot of people seem to really like it, and I'm very happy for that. I just think some of it looks like shit. Take that as you will. Now, that being said, there's a lot of things out there that are good that are shit. Like, the Avengers movies are really fun, but they're kind of a slop fest at times. It just comes with the territory. My issues are strictly some of the character design, some of the character choices. I don't like that. Now, I know when I was watching Roughshods live last night and they were talking about the movie, the trailer and stuff, I think, Kaz, if you're still here, you put in the chat that it does happen in the cartoon that Prince Adam gets sent to Earth. I don't know that enough. Again, that shit I would have to learn as I go on, but I don't fucking like that. I really don't like that, at least in the movie aspect. I'm so sick and tired of Hollywood taking these movies, or these properties, I should say, that are fantasy, otherworldly, not from our, existence, and needing to put them in our reality for the casual moviegoer, the fucking idiot, so they can be like, oh, well, wouldn't you know it? I don't know what this purple cat is, but he's in New York City, and that's really cool because I live in New York City. Oh, isn't that just fucking weird? No. It's stupid. It's fucking dumb. My daughter watches the Smurf movies. Now, okay, this is going to be a weird connection, but a lot of you 80s kids, you watch the Smurfs. You watch the Smurfs, you watch the Snorks, you watch fucking Fraggle Rock. You watched all that cool shit, right? I watched all that cool shit. Yeah, I said Smurfs are cool. Fucking fight me on that hill. I like the Smurfs, right? When they came out with these Smurfs movies, the live action ones, my daughter loves those. I hate them. I'm like, I don't want to see Smurfs fucking hanging out with Neil Patrick Harris and Gargamel slipping on a sewer banana peel or some dumb shit. Like, no. Put them in fucking make-believe world and let them be make-believe. That's what the fuck they are. They're make-believe. They're not real. The Alvin and the Chipmunk movies. All right. You got Alvin and the other two chipmunks hanging out with Steve or whatever his name was. That makes sense. That's how the cartoon was. You had these weird little chipmunks wearing oversized clothes, talking like this, hanging out with a fucking musician. That made sense. Garfield. You make the Garfield movie. Garfield's in the real city with Odie, hanging out with John Arbuckle. That's how the cartoon was. That made sense. When I watched He-Man, I never one goddamn time saw him in a fucking salmon-colored button-down shirt working at a desk. That's all I gotta say. I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. I'm going to give the movie a chance. I'm going to absolutely watch it. I'm going to go to theaters to see it. I'm going to support it. I'm going to fucking... If they make toys, I probably will buy them. I probably will absolutely buy a Skeletor if they make him based off of the new movie. And I like it. I do like it. I love the Skeletor design. Fucking Jared Leto is playing Skeletor. It's a little weary because that dude just sucks in almost every goddamn role he's in. It doesn't matter what the property he's in. He just fucking sucks. And he keeps getting movies. And he keeps getting put in movies that I personally want to see. And when he's put in those movies, I'm like, God damn it. I have no choice but to watch it with him. Because, But, yeah, I don't know. Battlecat. Oh, hold up. Wait a minute. Let me put this comment in it. Battlecat in this new movie just looks like a giant green CGI tiger, and he has no battle armor on. So what the fuck? Without the armor, he's scared Cringer, so that makes no sense. Well, I will give that a benefit of the doubt. I don't believe they're going to show us the full, power-up of Cringer in the trailer. I think that's going to be a big movie moment. But his design is very, lackluster. I don't like just the piss yellow with a little bit of green tint to it. I want a bright green, cartoony looking fucking tiger. Like, how am I supposed to? All right, here we go. What the fuck is the tone of the movie? Am I supposed to be laughing at Prince Adam for wanting to pull the sword out of the statue, and he's a goofball while doing it, but yeah, I'm supposed to take a CGI tiger that's called Cringer and is a scaredy cat until his battle armor's put on? I'm supposed to take a realistic tiger as a chicken shit? No, man. You need to lean heavily into the goofiness. This is the good goofiness that is Masters of the Universe. I want Cringer with big yellow eyes, like, when he's all freaked out and shit like that. I want Skeletor screaming, "Until next time, He-Man!" Like, I want fucking Beastman all snarly and sniveling and, "Oh, yes, master." Like, come on now. Lean into this. Lean the fuck into the goofiness. Like, Merman. Oh, I'm Merman. Like, are you kidding me? He-Man. And that's what I say in some of the other comments. You know what? I'm going to get spicy again with it. Some of these toy collectors will giggle and shit and piss on Ninja Turtles and the collectors and be like, "Oh my god, this shit's so stupid. Who collects this shit?" Well, I'm fucking sorry. But this is fucking ridiculous. And it's a little gay. I'll say that. This is a little homoerotic. This He-Man, right? He was rocking them pronouns before they were fucking woke. What is up, old school? Love seeing you in here, brother. Here's a fist for you. It's He-Man is goofy in a good way. Just like Ninja Turtles is goofy in a good fucking way. Transformers are goofy in a good fucking way. G.I. Joes are so goddamn goofy. We need to stop putting this label on, well, because this is my fandom, I take this serious and I'm going to critique others and shit. He-Man is so fucking weird and lame in the same breath as being awesome in the same breath. Again, just like Ninja Turtles and shit. You got a fucking fish person named Merman. You got this big half-naked dude named He-Man. I mean, I'm surprised they didn't give him the name of Bone Man. And this guy over here, Hordak, his name is Hordak. There you go. She-Ra. They're not, it's fucking weird. And I'm going all in on it, man. You got to embrace this fucking dorky shit. So, Joe Prime, I haven't seen anything but the screenshot. Check out the trailer. I don't want to disregard anybody from watching it because it could be awesome. This could be an epic movie, and I want people to watch it if it's epic. Like, I don't want to be that guy that's like, "Oh, he said it sucked." It just, the flavoring, it's a little strange. Skeletor looks decent, but they could have cast anyone in that role exactly. It's just going to be CGI for the most part, so no need to have 100% Ultra. You could have had anybody in it. Because now that we've seen what Skeletor looks like, if he acts all fucking limber, dimber, fucking hoity-toity, fruity-tooty, I'll be annoyed. Because then that's just Jared Leto wanting to be a performing artist. I want to see, if you're putting Skeletor as this scary entity in the trailer, he needs to be scary the whole time. Yes, he can get the wool pulled over his eyes, and yes, he can have that goofball moment of, "Oh, that's our Skeletor," of course. But do not make him a cheeseball for the sake of ruining the character so Jared Leto can have his fucking fun with this character. Like, don't do that. Skeletor is badass. I love Skeletor as a character. And even if you go back and you show him, I don't know what his name was when he's a human and stuff, but if you show him as a human and crap like that, make it good. Make it good. That's all I'm saying. Oh, I'm right there with you, Ultra. Right there with you. I do like that. It looks like they are actually using existing Motu characters and if not making bullshit ones up from the movie. Agreed with that as well. They look like they have a lot of original characters. Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit, guys! I'm sorry. Hold up! Hold up! I knew I was gonna offend somebody. I fucking knew I was gonna offend somebody. Oh my god, Kaz! No, no, no. You know what I'm all saying though. Like they're not goofy in a bad way. I mean, goofy in that way. Like okay, we got transforming cars that fucking talk. Why is there a planet full of transforming vehicles? I know that's not the aesthetic. Don't come at me. Don't come at me. I'm just fucking saying. Don't come at me. Don't fucking come at me. I know it's not a planet full of transforming cars. I understand that. But it's a goofy, everything's goofy. Ghostbusters, an awesome property. It's goofy. Ninja Turtles is goofy. Everything's goofy. But it's the right type of goofy. When you start to lean out of what made that property work, then you start to get into the dumb goofy, the stupid stuff that it's like, what are we doing? What are we doing here? And that was, and I'll say this, what the hell, there was one of the Ninja Turtles was not from, there we go. The third Ninja Turtle movie, I couldn't think of which one it was. The one where they time travel, okay? They leaned way too heavily into the stupid goofy, and it ruined that whole fucking movie. It poops on that being a great trilogy. Like, I am a turtle guy. You guys know this. I'll tell everybody, skip that one. Don't watch that one. It's awful. It will put a bad taste in your mouth on what the Ninja Turtles are. And as someone that wants to promote Ninja Turtles as cool, I don't want to promote that movie. That's stupid goofy. The first movie is epic. The second one leaned into what made the first one work. They had to change some things because of, ratings and shit, but it still was a lot of fun. And then the third one was just bad. I don't want Masters to lean into the stupid goofy and get all of your guys' that are like fans of this property's hype up. And then it's a shitty movie and then they don't make another one because it was so fucking dumb. Like, just be what it's supposed to be. Kaz, where am I? Dare to be stupid, eh? Okay, maybe once, lol. Damn you, Weird Al. Oh, man, Weird Al's the best. Who wants to bet that during the end credits of this new Master of the Universe, we'll have a cameo of She-Ra and she'll be race swapped too, because that's what Hollywood does. She will be race swapped with a armadillo. Transformers are the future of AI. You ain't fucking kidding. Transformers are. And I'm hearkening for a really good Transformers movie, a good live action one. I've never talked about the Transformer movies here on my channel. I have all of them on DVD except for maybe one. And now I know the Transformer movies are not great, in harken to, the original 80s cartoon and stuff like that. They're not horrible, but I think that'll be I'll talk about, I'll do a Transformers topic one of these times and give my opinion on those movies. Transformers are the future of Elon. If I'll get around to having cars, Transformers are at some point, my bad. Jared Leto sucks as bad as Pete Davidson. Oh, shit. Joe Prime, shots fired. Laro helped get Tron Ares made, and that killed the franchise. Well, there you fucking go. And Jared Leto was the Joker. Obviously, we all know this. The Joker in the Suicide Squad. And when anybody says is, he didn't get a very good representation in that movie. He didn't get to portray his character in the right way, or this or that. If only he had a second chance, or this or that. We had to sit on that fucking notion for so long, thinking, you know what? Maybe people are right. Maybe people had a point. Maybe Jared Leto got the shit end of the stick on that one. Nope. Go back and watch fucking Justice League, the Zack Snyder cut one, where they put Jared Leto back in that role of the Joker, back in the fucking position to be that character once more. And what did he do? We are a society. Well, fuck you, you turd. You're such a turd, Jared Leto. That he sucked. He sucked in Suicide Squad. He sucked in the Justice League. I haven't watched Tron Ares. I'm not going to. He sucks in that. Let's just say it. What the fuck else is he in? Morbius. He sucks in Morbius. One of my favorite fucking comic book characters of all time, Michael Morbius, the living vampire, adjacent to Blade, adjacent to Spider-Man. One of just the coolest characters. I don't know if he deserved a movie and all of that, but got it either way. My daughter loves that movie, so unfortunately I have to suffer watching it once in a while. But he absolutely sucked in that. He's just a ball. He's just a ball bag. That's what he is. He's just a ball bag. But I don't know. I know, Kaz, you'll probably be talking. I know you guys already talked about the Masters of the Universe and shit like that. I'm sure you'll talk about it again tonight in your guys' live stream. If I'm feeling it, if I'm not feeling intimidated by certain people being in the chat, or not being in the chat, but being in the live, because sometimes you can't get a word in, I might jump in and express my thoughts more and learn some with you guys and just chitty chat and or just sit there on screen and build one of these fucking things, because a friend of the channel, Frank Dumont, sent me a care package quite some time ago of these sets. Here we've got Panther with Skeletor, and there we go, a little bit there. Some shit there. Hordak. Now, do you got... Well, you know what? I'll save that conversation for later. I don't need to have it right here, right now. Save it for later for Kaz's chat. It's at 10 o'clock. Yeah, these are some goodies. I took the characters out, and I don't remember where I put them. I put them in a bag somewhere. And the only other He-Man figures I have are the Turtles of Grayskull figures. I have all 4 turtles. I've got 2 Bop Steady, which is mixed between 2 Bad, and that, which is the Motu character, and the Ninja Turtles characters. I've got Vecna from Stranger Things as a Motu character. I've got John Cena as a Motu character. I've got a couple different He-Mans. Teela. Casey Jones. I've got a Prince Adam. I don't have a Skeletor. I really do need to get Skeletor. He is an absolute must of mine. I'm trying to get as many classic villains from the 80s and 90s cartoons as I possibly can. So that's what's up. I got to be on the Transformer show to make sure y'all don't slander the greatest brand ever. Yo, absolutely, Kaz. If I should do a live for Transformers and stuff like that. I will refreshen up on what my knowledge of Transformers are. I want to watch the movie. I've never seen the actual animated movie. I want to watch that for sure before I do an actual like show or a live on it. I don't want to sound stupid. I want to actually watch that. But yeah, I think that you're more than welcome, brah. Because I all I got in my collection for a Transformer is my AliExpress Megatron. He's got some, you know, limitations for what the actual official Megatron is, but he's got his machine gun thing here. He's got his sweet little wrist cannon. He's got another cannon right here, and he can transform. I'm not transforming him because I do not like the tank that he is or whatever. I like this mode more, his robot mode. I only paid like $10 for him. I don't want to pay official like $50 prices for these fuckers, so $10 broski is all I'm doing. Stan Bush has to have a song in it or I reject it, Kaz. Ultra is a absolute savage when it's coming to the Masters. He wants it, man. He wants it. He wants it in the best way that it should be represented. I went to a thrift store in Ross and Walmart today, found jack shit to bring home. I, myself, Ultra, on that note, I have not picked up anything. I've perused the local Target right next to where I work just for something to do on my break. But they need to close that fucking Target down because they don't even go through and put shit back on the shelves like to, you know, clean it up and make it look nice. There are the same toys face down in the wrong spots, in the wrong aisles that have been there for months. It's embarrassing. When I see other, you know, channel members, or not channel members, but community members finding all these great things at their Targets, I'm like, what in the god dang? Like, there's nothing in my Targets. So God bless y'all. God bless y'all. The Walmart did have a lot of classifieds and stuff, but I ain't paying full price for any of that stuff. Preach. Preach. Yeah, this is a decent looking. I know my quality isn't the best on my camera, or maybe it is, I don't know. But he does look good. He's got that nice shiny face. He's got red eyes. Inside the cannon, it is purple, so he's got a little bit of coloring there. And he's good size. Like, he's a big figure. Let me grab a couple different size figures here. Yeah, he's good size. And for having, you know, a knockoff $10 Megatron to just put in my collection, it works for me, man. And like I said, I'm trying to get, you know, villains, the classic 80s, 90s villains from video games and stuff like that, and cartoons. The one that I keep passing up, and I don't want to drop the 35 on him. I want him to be 25, and that's Bishop from the Street Fighters line. I think it's Jada Toys makes them. I absolutely, positively, 100% want Bison. He's one of my favorite characters in all video games. And Raul Julia, who played Bison in the original Street Fighter movie, was just legend. But here are some of my classic villains. Just some fun ones for right now. You got Megatron, you got Chip Hazard, and you got Cobra Commander. Look at this fucking elite trio right here. This. Oh, wait a minute. No, we got to add the whole. Hold on. Hold up. Hold up. We got to add the big boy himself because this ain't it. This ain't it. And for anybody that doesn't know, this Chip Hazard, this G.I. Joe looking knockoff, this is from the movie Small Soldiers. It's a classic. Go check it out. But we got to add in the Mac Daddy himself, the big Mamma Jamba, Super fucking Shredder. That's what we got to have right there. That is the fearsome foursome right there. More figures have to get added to this collection. Like I said, I need to have a General Bison. I want to get the Dr. Paranoid from Street Sharks and throw him in there. I got to put... Oh, man, I'm drawing blanks now on some of these characters. But it'll happen. It'll happen. Very awesome stuff. Yeah, when the toy aisle looks like shit, it's annoying. It is annoying. Because you know what? I'm going to say this too. The toy aisles are not a mess anymore because of the kids. The toy aisles are a mess because of fucking grown collectors and shit. Now, I'm generalizing this. I'm not saying it's you guys or anybody like that. But there is a consensus that most people going into the toy aisles now are grown adults that are collecting. and just leaving shit disheveled. You can tell when people are taking stuff down and they're setting it up so they can take a picture and then they leave it that way. It's ridiculous. It's fucking crazy. I want to just go off on toy collectors in a whole fucking topic because I just think it's crazy in some aspects. Just the entitlement, but I don't, because I don't want to annihilate myself and fucking put my foot in my mouth. But it is crazy. It's like the people that love going to the movies, and they go to the movies and they buy the popcorn and the soda, and then they leave the popcorn and the soda all over the floor and in the seats and everywhere. It's like, you love this place so fucking much, but you're gonna trash the place you love. It just don't make any goddamn sense to me. I'd buy the Guile Street Fighter figure, but not full price. Yeah, Guile looks cool. I have an Alien figure from Small Soldiers. Oh, Ultra. If you ever want to fucking sell it, I'd buy it. Oh, man. The 86 movie is an absolute must, man. I've seen it so many times. I know the names and the credits. Oh, see, I have nothing against Transformers, the original 86 movie at all. I didn't even know that there was an original 86 movie until well into my teens, maybe my early 20s. Was never a huge Transformers kid. Beast Wars was my thing. I didn't know Transformers predated that. I had no idea that that was a thing. When Transformers had a resurgence in the mid or late 2000s, that's when I learned, like, oh, the cars came before the animals. I thought the animals came before the cars. And then at that point, I was kind of like I was watching the live action movies, but I was just like, no, these are just something to do. I'm not really invested. And since, honestly, meeting Kaz and stuff and his love for that movie, it's really sparked my interest. And I had it in my I didn't have it in my cart, but I added it to my cart, blah, blah, blah. Walmart had the Blu-ray of it for $10. I don't know, like a month or two ago. So I was like, oh shit, $10? I'll buy that for $10. And then it was $10 for shipping. And I'm like, I don't want to pay $20 for a fucking Blu-ray that you're offering me $10 on. So I didn't buy it that way. So I will get to it. I will watch it. It is definitely something I am totally interested in checking out. So, yeah. I always take my trash with me when I go to the movies and dump it in the trash can. I don't buy anything when I'm in the movies. I don't buy popcorn or anything, dude. It already costs way too much to go to the fucking movie. I'll sneak shit in, and then I just stuff everything in my pockets. I'm a pocket guy. I stuff everything in my pockets. When I'm at work and I'm cutting open garbage and bags and stuff, not garbage, but plastics, I stuff everything like a squirrel right into my pockets. But, you know. I love it when they leave all the figs all stacked nice for me. Yeah, right? You go in, you see the people that are like, oh, all right, I know what I'm filming today. I always take my trash with me when I go to the movies and dump it in the trash can. Yeah. The 86 movie was groundbreaking. Kids learn real quick Transformers could die. Yeah, absolutely. Technically, I think Beast Wars came before G1 the way it is on the timeline. Okay, so timeline, sure. But me viewing it, I saw Beast Wars in the 90s and thought Beast Wars was it. Like that. I didn't know there was a Transformers. I just thought Beast Wars was the thing, and then it was like in the later 2000s when Transformers popped up again. I thought, until I learned, oh, this is a continuation of the Animals. This is cool. Not realizing like, oh, okay, there was an 80s cartoon as well. I was very out of the loop on that. List something for a cheap price, you get excited, and then see how much the shipping costs, then think really deal. Yeah, exactly. And that's why I get really excited on the eBay deals that I pick up, because yeah, $100 for all those Simpson figures that I just bought may seem like a lot, but when you price each one of them individually, it adds up real quick over $100. And then you have to account, all right, well, if I got those for that minimum price plus the fucking shipping, that's already double what that would be, alone. So then getting it for $100 flat with no shipping involved, you can't beat that. You really can't. Like, it used to be we were all battling how much it was going to be, tax included. Now we're all battling the shipping included and shit, because the prices on things are either going to stay the same or they're going to go up. You're either going to get the deal or you're not. But that shipping is what's going to absolutely nail you to the wall. Because there's a lot of cool shit that you could get for cheap, but it's like, oh, and then they don't even offer it to you in the store for that price, which is fucking garbage. I've argued enough times being like, look, here this is on your guys' website for fucking $10 less. Well, that's a website only. What do you mean website only? Like, does the website specifically make more money if I purchase it for the fucking discount on the website? Or, like, because you're losing the sale either way, because I'm not going to... Ugh. Stupid. I digress. I digress. But, yeah. We'll actually flip over real quick. Oh, that's right. Hold on. Forgot what I was doing. Forgot the legs weren't that high before. See how we are here when we come back. And not bad. That's good enough right there. That's actually going to wrap it up, ladies and gentlemen. I hope my spiciness promised. I'm not a super ultra violent, mean, aggressive person. So when I have my explosive moments or my venting, it's not, I want to fucking kill someone, this guy's a piece of shit. No, it's just bitching about the daily stuff that we all go through. And this is just a safe spot. Or a comfortable spot to have my therapy session. So I appreciate everybody that's watched, listened, and allowed me to bitch for a little bit. And then listen to me go on about some toys and the Masters of the Universe and Star Wars and this and this and that. And if you want to keep those conversations going, make sure you get over to Fumbling Through the Galaxy and Roughshod Stocks channels here in a little bit, in about 9 minutes. They will be both streaming live on their channels, dual timing, the same show, Tales from the Outer Rim. They have special guests and stuff like that all the time on there. And never me. I'm never on there. I'm never invited, but whatever. That's okay. I don't fucking care. Someday. But get over there and watch some Star Wars watch some Star Wars. Talk about Star Wars. I know they're going to be talking about the new Maul show. They're definitely going to be talking about Masters of the Universe. Graybeard talked about it last night on his stream. Good listen. I listened to that at work this morning, so that was a good time. Thanks for that. Kaz, you do. I didn't say that. I didn't say you. I was getting to you. Hold on. Now, you know what? Now I'm going to put you on blast. So next up, if you want to keep the mature audience going, which I've dabbled into a little bit fucking today, go over to Casual Toy Collector's channel here with a K at 10 o'clock, because him, Bruce, and a whole gaggle of people, I don't even know how to describe it anymore. It is literally a smorgasbord of humanity talking toys. Now, he jumped the gun a few seconds ago and said, I invite you to our show. This is true. But now I'm going to have to say, fuck that, man. You ain't invited me to your show in a long time. My feelings are hurt. I don't know how to deal with this shit. Now I'm just going to party crash that shit. So when I see that link in the description, I ain't even going to give a shit. I'm going to kick the goddamn door in. No. Joking, obviously. Everybody's good people. I do have my own personal thoughts and opinions, but I keep some of those to myself. But for the most part, everybody's really good people, and all that shit there. So if you want to keep those conversations going, the nerd talk, there's definitely places you can do it here tonight on YouTube. If you've enjoyed my live, I do it every single Friday, or at least I try to. Thank God the internet came back for me tonight. Don't know what next week's show is going to be. It's always different. That's the spice of the variety. That is exactly what the variety is. There's always some themes, but there's never anything consistent week by week. So just tune in, have fun, hopefully, and that's the whole purpose of this shit, is just to have fun. Yeah, we can vent, we can be angry, we can let out some steam, but we're gonna have fun while we do it. We can laugh, we can joke, we can poke fun, just like Baroness earlier said. We got to bust each other's balls, honestly, because, well, that's what friends do, man. They make fun of each other. I don't give a fuck. That's how you know people like it and whatever. So on that note, fuck it. Let's get out of here. Go prepare yourselves for some more nerd talk. I'm trying to think if there's anything else important. No, there's not. There's nothing important, because the show's over. Until next time, I want to thank every single one of you motherfuckers that was in this chat. Make sure you like, subscribe if you haven't already. Share the video if you want. I don't really give a damn. There might be some new videos out tomorrow. I don't know. I've been bored lately. We'll see what we're going to do. Until next time, ladies, gentlemen, any motherfuckers in between, I hope you all have a great night, and we will see you real soon. Just not that soon. Later, y'all.